guys. Okay, so let me teach you about my PSA on vaping. Yep. The whole class will just say PSA about vaping. So I walk into class thinking this is about to be a W day because on Thursdays I get to read a book instead of doing work because that's how the organization worked for mine. And so, I'm getting hyped and then I walk up and they're like, actually, you've been robbed of your time, Ashley. Yep, you have been robbed of your time. Instead, we're going to have a PSA about vaping. And for 3 more Thursdays, we're also going to have PSAs about vaping. Because you need 4 PSAs about vaping. You just do, even though you're like barely, okay? Even though you're like barely in middle school, yep, nope, you gotta learn this, okay, bro? You just have to. It's gotta work. And so I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, and these 4 like professional goofy off people walk in and they're just like, vape equal bad, as you guys can see on the board. Anyway, blah, 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 and then it just went into, like, did you guys know that, like, 50% of, teenagers, I'm not a teenager, for gosh sake, I'm a little shit, say, ooh, guys, that's correct, guys, that's correct. Yeah, and apparently 85% of teenagers vape but can't quit. Here's the side effects of quitting. I quit over 20 years ago. Yeah, but you can't now. Excuse me? Another cigarette. What it hurt, Bertha. Go ahead. Excuse me? Isn't this a big... I am fully intrigued by this. Like, it was literally the most boring thing. And then eventually they passed out a test after, like, 3 hours of yapping about nicotine. And then it was like, you vape. True, false. True, false. You vape. True, false. You're gonna die smoking cigarettes. True, false. You already have stage 4 lung cancer and you just don't know that yet. True, false. You have not had your brain developed because it only happens at 25. True or false. Nicotine is harmful. True or false. Vaping is harmful. True or false. Like, bro. Tobacco, it starts with the T. True or false. Bro. And then, okay, so after all of that, we finally get to leave the class because they yapped the whole class, but this old woman is like, I quit for over 20 years. My dad's quitting this year. Yeah. And she also got into the middle of class and she started talking, like, about God and stuff, which was really nice. Really nice. That was a nice refresher. I was half asleep and then they said God's name and I immediately woke up, started paying attention. Prayed a bit. W. And then, well, that was the end. Yep. Short story. Yeah, blah, blah.